All right, first episode. Everybody good? Everybody ready? We good? Can hear each
Let's
other?
get it. Yeah, yeah.
Hey y'all. Welcome to the Paint to the Pen podcast. First episode.
First
Get it. Let's
episode.
get it. First episode. SummerSlam recap is here. Basketball. Putting the ones up. Oh my God, this is dope. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Just I just wanted to kind of rehash, you know, um everything that we pretty much going to talk about to, start the podcast. Basically, the basis of what we're doing here. Um, I just felt like, and I'm sure you guys can attest to this as well. Um, like we super diehard fans of the sports we're about to talk about. Super diehard wrestling fans, as you can see, all got the title.
I mean, you got the title. You got the Shield
Yeah,
t-shirt.
you're right.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
you're right. Got the Clemente jersey in the back. We wrapping everything.
Sure.
But our main focus, just right here with this show is to just, we wanna bring a level of authenticity to sports podcasting, sports journalism, which I feel like we don't really see in today's age. Everybody kind of just wants to be the next Skip Bayless or have the next hot take and be the next Shannon Sharp. Like at least with us, I know when we talk about the things we're going to talk about, it's rooted in logic. We fans, but we not, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're not about to
That's
just bring
real.
in some crazy takes. So that I think people will really like. I really love that we're about to do this. Um, so I'll just start off. My name is Jason. We got Dwayne here, and of course the man of the hour, the Iota, Mr. Omega, Kenny Omega.
OTC.
So yeah, we just here. We're gonna have fun with it. Like that's what we do. We talk. It's just literally like me and the Xbox party. Just
But
doing our thing, having dope conversations, and hopefully everybody can resonate and just want to continue to be a part of this. So yeah, I mean, I guess we just jump right in, right? Let's do it. So first things first, SummerSlam recap. SummerSlam recap.
SummerSlam.
7 matches.
Yeah.
How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling?
uh, I ain't gonna lie. I think it was a great show. I ain't gonna front. Me personally, I feel like it was a great show. Just just a small synopsis. I think the show was like from beginning to end filled with a lot of surprises. Um, Dom was crazy, and then to end the show, of course, with Roman coming back, top tier show from beginning to end. I don't know how you feel, Dwayne.
Agree with you 100% there, bro. I think we had six title matches, four titles changed hands. So I think that's always a great sign of like what's to come, as we've been phrasing it. This is kind of like we're going into the postseason of wrestling now. After SummerSlam you start getting into the postseason, building up to what WrestleMania is gonna look like. But I think I agree it was great from the whole Judgment Day imploding to,
Well,
seeing what storylines they could pull from Nia Jax. I know we're gonna go through everything specifically, but just kind of like an overall, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Perfect,
yeah,
perfect, perfect SummerSlam. No
yeah.
complaints on my end. Jay, anything you want to add?
No, I definitely feel the same. I think, yeah, just top to bottom. Because, like, seeing the end of every match, you can kind of get a gist of, like, where they're headed. You see all the storylines start to unfold. You see new champions. You're like, okay, like, Logan Paul's out. We got this guy, and Braun Breakers got this title. What's Sami Zayn going to do? Um, so what I wanted to touch up on, I guess just to start, will be obviously the first match, Liv versus Rhea. I thought that was really well done. Um, it kind of went how I expected. I mean, I think there's a number of ways they probably could have planned that out, but I think all in all, like we kind of seen that, right? Like the writing was kind of on the wall. Like Don was just always in the middle, playing that sneak role. He like, all right, like Liv kind of getting to me a little bit. But
I
then
ain't
when
gonna lie.
Rhea came back, he like, what's up?
That was a that was a great opening. Because granted that the writing was on the wall, things of that nature, but to actually see Dom's growth and see him actually pull off the double hill turn,
Mhm.
it's like,
Mhm.
how do you get people
Yeah.
to hate you more? I got you right now. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, like that,
Uh,
and the ending to, because I didn't know how it was gonna play out, right? Like I'm seeing the match unfold. I'm like, is he just gonna like turn on her like mid match, like whatever, whatever? And then once it hit the end and we see him pick her up, I'm like, oh no.
yeah, that was crazy. The only thing I was waiting to hear was that Uso. But I think I think that's going to be a little bit further down the line. I think I agree with everything y'all touched on and just put a different perspective on it. I'm interested to see just how they're going to involve Jey Uso if they're going to involve because that seems like the route that they're going. I kind of thought the route that they was going to take, we was going to talk further down the line. I thought we was going to get back to kind of some original version of the bloodline, but just sticking to this feud for now. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I think to Monday on Raw when they all get back together or they all get to do their individual promos. I think it's going to be interesting to see what they say. I don't. I think we're going down the line of another Rhea Liv match, though. I think this is far from over. Wouldn't even
Yeah,
surprise me
yeah,
if they went on to
100%.
WrestleMania to be, the women's main event for WrestleMania. But great match. Like Jay said, expected Dom turn. Like Dominic Mysterio, man, credit to him because it was a while where we thought he wasn't gonna get away from Rey Mysterio's shadow, and
That's a fact.
I think they
That's
found
a
the
fact.
perfect story for him because I didn't think the answer was just throwing him out there dolo as like a solo wrestler and trying to have. I think it was perfect to get him in a faction where he could be carried a little bit, not to imply that he's not holding his own, but where he could be carried a little bit and you could kind of see his personality kind of manifest. So I think it's been dope for sure.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think, in regards to this storyline coming, do you think they're gonna have less Jey Uso bloodline and more Jey Uso like Rhea Ripley? Like, y'all feel how do y'all
I
feel
think,
about that?
yeah, I think Jay Uso in this storyline again. Obviously, this is pre what we what we can see, but I don't really know how that would work and how that would look, especially because there's no title in Judgment Day or around them for Jey Uso to kind of target. I don't think you can continue to waste somebody who's this hot without. He hasn't had a single titles run yet. So if I don't think wasting his kind of steam and a storyline with Rhea and Dom is kind of the best.
Hmm.
But again, we gotta see how it play out. I would love for him to get back to a point where he back with his brother because I think even in his own personal interviews, that's where he said he's more comfortable at and where he want to be. So I think that'd be dope. But anything with Jay Uso, no matter when that theme music hit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on
That's real.
this is beautiful. So no matter what storyline
Next
he
to
in,
the table.
I'm gonna be hyped. But if we for the specifics, I would much rather him something away from that particular
Mhm.
storyline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you think,
That's
Ro?
real. I agree with everything that's been said already. I feel like whatever Jey Uso finds his way to get into, it'll end up being gold at this point in his career. He's got a way to he's found his character. Long story short, he's found his character. As far as Dom goes, Dom is Dom right now. He got it. It's like Dom is
Dom is
Dom.
him.
I'm really I'm really happy for him. That's all. That's all it is right now. I'm just being a fan right now.
Yeah,
Right.
no, for sure, for
And if
sure.
I can just say this real quick, it's
Mm.
interesting because WWE has this thing of like when wrestlers have to drop the title for injury, those wrestlers then come back and start going on losing streaks. I noticed that with Finn Balor when he had to drop the title after that inaugural title. He had one and he got injured. I don't think he ever got another title run. I know the same thing just happened with Rhea Ripley where she had to drop the title. So it's gonna be interesting to see if how it plays out and if she ever gets that because I thought she was on one of those historic title reigns. Not to say that what her title reign was isn't historic already,
It
but
was
I
just
think
the
she was on.
injury.
I think she was on one of those
Hmm.
Roman Reigns-esque legendary title runs. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to continue to push Liv or if Rhea gets that belt back at Mania or something. Because I felt that felt Rhea was towards something like iconic with that run. But shout
Yeah.
out to Liv Morgan too, because it's dope to see when these wrestlers kind of come around full circle and you get to start seeing the best versions of themselves. And I think the best version is usually when the wrestling skills match the mic skills.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And with somebody like Liv Morgan, you kind of get saw that come together. So shout out to her. Don't want to
Yeah.
slight her in any way or not
She
to
really
imply she
found
shouldn't have a
her.
run.
Yeah. I feel like I said with Dom, I think she definitely kind of found her little pocket. Like she found
Yeah.
her kind of get it going there. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I think it's one of those things that they're kind of gonna like play by ear because I know like Triple H mentioned that a couple times. He was like, like these storylines and plans are written out like months in
Mhm.
advance. Like he was saying, like what for WrestleMania they had it done. What 90% of the matches was done by like October, and that's
Yeah.
what barely. I don't even remember the pay-per-views. That's like not even. That's like 1 month removed after SummerSlam practically, right? Like
Yeah.
there's nothing, So to have that all planned out already, it's like damn. So my thing is like they're probably definitely gonna play that storyline by ear. Be like, oh, how did the fans react to this? What if we do this? How did they react to this? They probably might end up keeping Liv Morgan as champion for a hot minute. Who knows? I mean, she seemed like she's finding it. So like before, like I feel like we couldn't even say that. We like Liv Morgan champion. Like the
Yeah.
fuck she doing? And she
Nah,
she
for
just she
sure.
just waiting to get the belt to somebody else.
Yeah. Transition champion.
But yeah. So okay. Liv versus Rhea, got it. Sami Zayn versus Braun in the Continental title. How we feel about that?
Go ahead. Oh, I'll let you start this one off. Oh, you muted.
Oh yeah, your mic off. Oh, we can edit
Uh,
that out.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad. Sami
Hey,
Zayn
good.
versus Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Well, I feel like I'm not gonna get fully behind the Braun Breaker character until he get the advocate behind him, or
Mm.
Paul Heyman.
100%. I feel like that the writing is on the wall. I know they teased it a little bit, and I know he had an interview right before SummerSlam where he spoke about one day in the future, hopefully getting the advocate. But I
Mm,
think that'll be when I'm fully behind the character of Braun Breaker right now on the main roster. But as far as the match goes, I mean, it was expected. It was expected. It was about time for Sammy to move on from just being an Intercontinental Champion, and it was time for Braun Breaker to take over that 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 mid card role. So it was expected for me.
mm,
How do y'all
mm.
feel?
Oh yeah, for me, just first of all, the match itself, I thought the match was a great match. I'm really high on the matches that Sami Zayn can put together, like his what they call that ring psychology. I love the way Sami Zayn put on the match, bro. Like I don't think there's any wasted movements. Like I think he sells really well, and he makes people look much better. Not to imply that Braun Breaker isn't great, but he makes people look much better. I think my opinions, yeah, Braun Breaker should is deserving of this title run. For me, it's kind of like the same thing I was saying about Liv Morgan and even guys like Drew McIntyre. It's going to be important for me to start seeing Braun Breaker put it together a little bit more on the promo side. I think once he's able to find his whatever his comfort zone is going to be with the promos, I think I can fully get behind it. I think
100%.
this is a perfect kind of role for him right now. Be the IC champion. I think it's a lot of feuds that he could go through and have great matches with. So shout out to Braun Breaker. I definitely think he deserved it. Interesting to again everything I think now is going to be speculated with original bloodline. So even with
Mm-hmm.
Sammy losing,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think that's where his next kind of story is probably going to be probably going up against the new bloodline, and he's eventually going to get recruited back to be with Roman and stuff. Because besides that, I don't see where you go with Sami Zayn at this point, and
Yeah,
that's the,
I,
that's
I
the
was wondering the
unfortunate part.
same.
I
Hmm.
I I, I kind of feel like he deserves that championship run. But again, there's about 6 or 7 people you could say that about right now, right? So
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting
yeah.
to see what they do with Sami Zayn. But
I
overall, I think it's a great match.
yeah. I will definitely say I feel like that was my least favorite match. And it's not, I don't know, like maybe just because the length of time, like it just, and I'm not hating on either of them. Like I feel like they're both, like I think Braun deserved the title. I think it needed to go to him. But it's more so the case of like, okay, like what
Right.
now? You know what I mean? Like, of course, with Braun getting the title,
Right.
like Osei, kind of, get that mid card spot and kind of
Facts.
open that up. So now you can kind of just run or try different storylines and see what fits. But I'm like, I don't even know who I could think of first rip. That's like, all right, who's the next challenger? Right? Like, who do we put? Because Braun Breaker's already getting to that like Brock Lesnar type. Like he just come in the ring, he flying off the rope, and he gonna beat you in 5 minutes. Like we kind of see like sparks of that. So my thing is like, how do you match character wise? How do you match that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because
Mhm.
when it comes to Brock Lesnar, you don't just put anybody against Brock Lesnar. Like, you gotta have a caliber superstar that not necessarily gimmick wise, but just like I guess you could say aura wise, right? Like, like how do you match
Yeah.
somebody to Braun Breaker? Because anytime, like, let's say you put anybody in the ring with him, you just gonna feel like, damn, like this is easy for him. He's just gonna scare you
Nah,
and it's
for
over.
real.
Like
For real.
you could see somebody like Carmelo Hayes, you'd be like, okay, like Carmelo Hayes wouldn't be the worst. It's not gonna be somebody like Gunther because he world champion or he already surpassed that level. So my thing is like, who do they bring up in regards to that mid card now? And then when it comes to Sammy, it's like I do feel a little bad for him because it's like that conversation me and Dwayne had that one time, right? Remember the other WrestleMania, him and Kevin Owens ended up winning the
Hmm.
tag titles, and then we kind of see like the bloodline thing. It was getting a little stale, right? Like they both got the tag titles, and they end up losing them like what 3 4 months later, and then we just kind of see Sammy floating around. We're like, all right, like what he doing? I kind of feel like that's back to that part again. Like, how do we even? I think obviously the main route is to just insert him back into the
Right.
bloodline storyline. But then what happens when that ends, right? Like, do we just keep dragging this bloodline thing over and over and over and over? Like, how do we, how would y'all book both of them in a sense after this match now?
That's a great question. Oh, you want to go first or you want me to try to
You can
tackle
go
it?
first.
Yeah, for me, Sami Zayn, I think easily that should be a part of a Bloodline Civil War match at
Mm,
Survivor Series, wherever they. I think that's just what makes the most sense, and I think that helps maintain a level of momentum that he has, or even like heighten it a little bit. Because I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Sami Zayn was ever hotter than what he was when he had the Bloodline run and right post Bloodline when they took the titles. Him and Kevin Owens took the titles off the Usos. I don't think I've seen Sami Zayn that red hot since. So I think maybe another bloodline could put a little bit more life back into him. But I think Sami Zayn deserves a world title run. I definitely think he does. What does that look like? Is that anytime soon? I don't think so. I don't think
mm,
he's like the next champion. For Braun Breaker, I think you just gotta, run the gauntlet with the mid tier guys, whether that's a Carmelo Hayes feud. I think they on different shows, but whether that's a Carmelo Hayes feud, whether that's another Shinsuke feud, whether that's those guys where they can put on great matches. Because I think that's what his Intercontinental title runs should be, just great matches. I don't expect like amazing promo work or amazing backstage work. And I don't think that's what that belt is kind of for. Because I wouldn't even give Gunther that. Gunther wasn't the best like promo guy, but
mm.
the matches were all just like 5-star matches.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think Braun Breaker, he's just gonna go on that run. I think he'll probably hold the belt for maybe through WrestleMania, unless someone emerges. But I don't see anyone that can emerge that'll take that belt off him anytime soon. Do I think he's gonna go on that Gunther run with the IC belt? No. I don't think we're
He'll
gonna see
probably he'll
those
probably
type of
get
runs.
close. He'll probably get somewhat
Gunther
close.
Gunther had that belt for a minute though. Oh,
Yeah, like 600 days.
yeah, I don't see that. I
He
don't see
almost
that
had it for
happening
two
again.
You don't think he
years.
could do
That
like
ain't
400?
happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see that happening again.
He
I
wa-
don't see the
Actually,
Roman
yeah,
Reigns run
because
happening again, and I don't see I
2
don't see
years
the
is
Gunther run
crazy.
happening again.
Like I don't want to see that shit again unless it's
Yeah,
somebody.
You know what's wild though? I did see people saying Gunther should get the Bruno San Martino record. I was like, yo, that's wild. To just bottleneck the world heavyweight title like that? I'm like,
In this day and
I
age,
don't
that'd be
know.
crazy. But shoot, Roman was
that
close.
would be.
It's too much talent. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's just I feel like it's too much talent to just be like, all right, bro, you gotta hold that
Roman
belt
was definitely
for maybe
close.
3 years, 4 years. Like,
I felt Roman should have got it, but that's another topic.
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Oh man. All right. LA versus Logan. What we think? I wasn't the biggest fan of that match either, but I think that's more so on Logan Paul's side. Like I don't hate the guy. I just feel like whatever they was doing with him in this situation, it was like it definitely ran its course. Like I don't know why he even held the US title for this many days. I kind of get, you know, their line of thinking as to why they just let it run because it's like how do you really continue to book the US title? But I think what I was thinking of it is probably what's gonna happen now with LA Knight, right? Like you see LA Knight get the title, like he's obviously here to stay. Like he's gonna be on the show, great on the mic, great wrestler. Like he's gonna like we should start to see that US title get to like really, really good heights. So but yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the match. So what y'all think?
Oh, you got it. Oh, I took the first topic
Um,
last time. You got it. Want to hear your thoughts? I'm interested in
um,
your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
for me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. Felt like the match was kind of subpar. I felt like the match was subpar, but I feel like that about most of LA Knight matches. kind of, I
Rose the
kind of
LA Knight
think
way.
LA Knight, like he could talk and stuff like that. He could talk really well, but his matches all seem like seem like the same old stuff. He doesn't really bring anything special to the ring when it comes to matches. No matter who the
Do
opponent
you feel
is,
like that's an age
he
factor?
always seems to have a kind of dry match. Even when he fought Roman, I felt like Roman had to carry him, including the Bloodline, had to carry him throughout the match because his moveset is like so subpar and so outdated. It's just sad at this point. He's a poor man's John Cena, and it's disappointing.
Well,
So
so you think it's an age thing?
no, I think it's a dirt thing.
Yeah, LA Knight.
The guy
Yeah.
man dirt.
he just you know
It's a dirt thing. It's crazy.
Uh, yeah, nah. Listen, I agree with everything y'all said.
Yeah.
That match was, yo. But again, going into it, I didn't expect it to be
right.
anything but mid. But yeah, that match was for sure mid. You know, it's always interesting, like when WWE have these guys or women that like promo skills are better than
Hmm.
their in ring skills, and I think that brings up an interesting question, like because I don't really have much to say about that match besides the fact that I expected that the title to change hands. But I'm actually really interested to hear y'all thoughts on like when when guys like LA Knight or guys like uh what was the guy that was in the group with Big Enzo Amore, when you have those type of guys where their mic skills are just years beyond their in ring skills. I feel like WWE always run
Yeah,
into
flip
some
it.
weird course, and keeping the topic on LA Knight, I don't really expect the title run to go anywhere. So I'm curious to see what do y'all think about like the people that do have those like mic skills that are just better than their in ring skills, and
Mm.
which one do you think in this day and age kind of matters more? Like, do you care about the promo with kind of average to below average in ring skills, or do you care about above average in ring skills and kind of average to below
Oh, that's
average
tough.
promo skills?
That's tough.
Because I think LA Knight, I think LA Knight and Logan Paul are kind of like the perfect example because I do think Logan Paul in ring package is kind of slept on. I do think he's a good in ring performer. I hate him on the mic, and for LA Knight is the complete opposite for me. Like I love LA Knight when his promos, but none of his matches stand out to me like, oh wow, that's a
Right,
top 10 match or that's one of the
right.
greatest matches I've seen. So what do y'all feel about that?
I definitely, well, thinking about it now and the way y'all phrase it, O is definitely right in the sense of like he's the format of John Cena. Because I think when you, like you said, like his when you think about LA Knight matches, it's nothing like yo, that show's over the top.
Yeah,
Like he don't really do no crazy spots. He don't. There's nothing about it that's like okay, but he
right.
gonna hit you with some regular wrestling moves. Like it's just wrestling. Like it's just get in the ring and fight. But his mic skills is different. But to answer your question, um, you know, but that's the thing. It's like, cause how do you? I guess where do you place your bets, so to speak, in the sense of like, like you want you want a good match. You want a good wrestling match. Like you want to see dope spots and cool
Facts.
moves and like somebody just flying off the top rope. Like that's cool and all. But at the same time, right, like when we think about like, because I'm sure for y'all there was a period where it's like wrestling is just like whatever right now. Like it's like the thing. I feel like the thing that brought us back to WWE and watching it again and like watching maybe week to week or just playing reviews is like it's the one couple stories that really kept you like that bloodline story, chokehold. That shit was everywhere. Like the different matches Roman had. Roman was winning every pay per view. He was winning every like he can't lose. Like he got the ultimate faction. Like seeing that how that was written and seeing like the feuds amongst the siblings and his cousins and the twin,
Hmm.
like all of this, right? And we see Paul Heyman getting in his mic work. Like that kept us invested. And I mean, not to say that Roman Reigns is in the same category as these people. I think he's obviously his ring skills is also better as well. But like I don't think we necessarily look towards Roman Reigns matches as like, okay, spot this, right? Like we look at the drama that comes out. Because like we seen that Cody match last night, right? We wasn't necessarily looking for like the cool moves Solo was about to do. Like we seen him do cool shit. Like he could flip. He like for a guy his size, I'm like, this dude's mad agile. He's just like Jacob Fatu. But when we seen that match, we're looking for the moments, right? The moments that's gonna like draw us in. You're like, the Tonga twins about to come out and do something. Jacob Fatu about to just fly on the top rope and do something. We've seen all that, right? He was like, yeah, we invested now. Then we got all everybody else coming out. We got Randy Orton. We got like we was ready for that. But I'm pretty sure we can't even really remember how the match went itself in terms of like moves Cody Rhodes was doing, moves Solo was doing. We cared more about the storyline as a totality, right? So I think, and to cycle that back to your question, I think that in this sense, I do think that the mic skills matter a little bit more. I do think that in ring stuff, of course, like you need it, but if you have a good story, I think that can carry the in ring stuff. I think that can carry the match because people is less invested in what you're actually doing. They want to see how the match
Hmm.
progresses and then how it ends and who comes out,
That's
what
real.
happens. Like, and I think they hit on that with a lot of matches last night. That's why I really loved the Liv versus Rhea match. He wasn't really looking to see Liv do anything crazy. Like
Right,
we know that's not what she was. She's little. Like,
right,
but once Dom came out, we was like, oh, everybody was
right.
Yeah.
going for that. That was a great like
No,
fight.
it was.
So I think the mic matters a little bit, just a little bit.
Well,
No, for sure. For sure. Oh, your thoughts?
for
My bad.
me, I think it not to be head ass, but I think it depends on the company. I think it depends on the company and the audience because WWE audience asks for something different than New Japan, and New Japan audience asks for something different
Mm.
than TNA, and then TNA audience asks for something different than AEW, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the audience because some people, when you go into certain shows, you may not even care about what the story is. You just want to see your favorite wrestler wrestle. You know what I'm saying? And then Right
Yeah,
now, when it comes to WWE specifically, the storyline matters. What's going on matter. You know what I'm saying? That's what the attack is for WWE specifically right now. So, as a WWE fan specifically, you more so care about what the person is saying that and the emotion they are putting behind you, so that once they get in the ring, even if some of the ring work is subpar, you can still feel the emotion that you're going through with the character. So I think that's the main thing
yeah,
that WWE is focused on. So with WWE and all of its fans, I feel like the most important thing right now got to be the speaking and the emotion you can put behind the character. Because once you get that emotion behind it, no matter what you do in the ring, it follows. Even if you sometimes look bad.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
If people are invested, they invested.
No, 100% agree. Yeah, 100% agree. The only thing I got to add to that is yeah, I think the mic work is what really makes you a superstar. I think I think we living in the WWE era where I would say argue like 80 90% of the performers are great performers. Like I I
Facts.
would argue even like probably closer to 90% are great performers, but you don't really start really investing into those characters till they put it together on the mic and their promo skills. I think with anything, right? Promotion is the most important. Like the product don't even have to live up to the promotion, but if the promotion is great, I think we good. So nah, I agree with y'all on that 100%. So send it back to you, Jay.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Cool. So that was a good topic, now for sure. I like I like that. What's next? What's next? So we did LA versus Paul. I mean, I honestly I want to say this was the best match, but y'all might have different thoughts. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Drew
You think
McIntyre
that was the
versus
best
CM.
match of the
I
night?
now I only say this because I feel like I feel like we got the most story. Yeah. I know why y'all saying that. I know the final match. I know the main event. Like keep that in mind. No, that was a great match too. But I'm thinking in terms of like story wise and just like drama wise, right? Like we kind of seen Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk like building for this has been static after static. Like if we kind of follow the trail of what led to this match, we've seen CM Punk violate this man like so many times. Every time Drew McIntyre got a match, CM Punk, whether he hurt or not, finds a way to stick his little fingers in there and just fuck
Nah,
his
that's
whole shit up to the point where remember the pay per view previous, this man was ready to come into the post show and fuck up all the tables and start spearing
Yeah,
people like like Drew McIntyre was heated. So I say in terms of like just the totality of all the matches, I feel like that had the most drama, that had the most like just okay, like what's about to pop off because we see Seth. Seth is the special referee. We don't see that too often, right? So it's like, okay, what element does Seth bring to this match? How is CM Punk gonna react to him? How is Drew? And we kind of start to see that unfold. It was like fighting with each other. He's like, I'm the ref. Like,
nah,
you gotta like follow my rule. Then he letting them fight outside the ring without the 10 count, like letting them fuck each other up. Like that's
yeah,
why I feel like in totality, like that to me was the coolest match. Obviously, we have the Roman return, and that's no shade to that. That was like just the icing on the cake. But in that sense, I feel like we expected that a little bit, right? Like I don't know. I mean, I know O was kind of like on the fence. He was like, I don't know if he's gonna really come back. Like we might just end up seeing like Jimmy. But at the same time, it's obviously touted as SummerSlam is the biggest party of the summer,
word.
as they say. So I kind of expected that in a sense. So for me, it kind of became less like, okay, like I'm surprised now. We just didn't know when it was gonna happen, right? Like even if it was gonna be at the beginning of the match, even if it was gonna pop out at the end of the match. Like
That's
when was
real.
this gonna happen? So for me, it's like it kind of took away a little bit of like the edge. So that's why I say like when it comes to Drew versus Punk, I'm like, oh, like that was cool to see because we essentially got like a finality on it, right? Like it just We seen it. We seen what happened, how it went down. CM Punk let his emotions get the best of him. He fucking around with the kids' braces, like everybody wearing it, like shit like that. And then we see how that ended up causing him. And then Seth Rollins goes, I'm out.
Right.
Now we might even see like a little spot between them coming up. But yeah. So what did y'all think of
All right, yeah. So for me, Jay, that wasn't the best match of the night for me. Not even, not even- that was not the best match. But in all fairness, though, and I think it goes back to what we was talking about before, the promo leading up to that match was so great that I don't think that match could have lived up to what that promo was. I just don't think it was possible because it was just a normal singles match with Seth Rollins as a referee. But what I will say, I think this is far from over. I don't think this is nowhere near being done between those three. And I think them putting, three superstars, because Drew McIntyre to me is a superstar. But like, and I think to come out of all of this, that's what I would take out of all of this. Like to me, I will no longer sit Drew McIntyre a tier below the CM Punks and the Seth Rollins. I think Drew McIntyre to me finally got to a point where the match skills, the mic skills, and the little things that he do throughout the match. That's just the psychology. That's just to make you mad at him. It's just to get you more invested. I think Drew McIntyre is a superstar now. I
I
think
agree.
that?
that's my biggest takeaway from that match. I don't want to put him in a tier below. Like he's not in that tier below no more. He's up there. And I think, we're gonna get to that Gunther match. I think Gunther's up there now too. But Drew McIntyre, man, just been amazing. Like to think how he was, in the pandemic when he did have the belt, where it was like, oh, okay, this is cool. We still remember 3MB Drew McIntyre, though. Like we ain't forget you there, buddy. But now Drew McIntyre, I think just A1. Like
Yeah.
everything about what Drew McIntyre does is must see TV now. And shout out to CM Punk. I hope CM Punk is healthy. I hope we don't get no news
Yeah.
today that something else happened to do because
Torn
I
labrum,
think
like
I think I think we should revisit that CM Punk Seth Rollins match because again I don't think because someone gets hurt or because something else happens that means we should eliminate a match. I think that's a collision course that we've been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for as a fan. But the match itself, it was cool. It was cool. I honestly thought CM Punk was going to win that match, so that's
Mm.
what made the match great for me. And I
mm,
think I think in a Vince McMahon era, I think CM Punk would have won that match. I'm happy that after all Drew kind of had been through with CM Punk, that Drew was able to come on top and Drew kept the bracelet. The bracelet showed me that this is not over. I think
okay,
if he would have left the
okay,
bracelet in the ring, or if CM Punk would have left the match with that bracelet on, it would have shown. Because even Seth Rollins put the bracelet on throughout the match,
yeah,
so everybody had that bracelet on at one point, and that was like what was distracting, CM Punk. So I think that the play on his family, his wife, I think it's his wife and his dog that's on
Yeah.
that bracelet. So I think they're gonna continue to play on that, and I thought it was great. I think the storyline is great, and I think it left me wanting more from that particular storyline, and that's another good way to I think have a match where it's a dope just spot fest or moves or a match that make you go, damn, I want to see some more of this storyline play out, and I think that's what that match left me with. I want to see more, so it's gonna be
Facts.
fun.
yeah, yeah,
Um, for me, I felt like
yeah.
CM Punk was ashy in the ring. I felt like he was kind of showing a lot of mileage and showing that he has been out of the ring for a lot of time. He seemed a little tired, and I feel like Drew McIntyre kind of carried him most of the match, which is why they kind of paired him with Drew so that he could get carried in his first on camera match. You know, CM Punk got to do a lot of work to me personally to get back to where he used to be. I'm not saying he's going to be, of course, not his younger self, but he ain't look that great. I ain't gonna lie, he ain't look that great to me. To me personally, he ain't look that
Mm.
great. So
Yeah.
hearing you say that was one of the better matches on the card, you're wildin', you're wild.
You Island.
No, but let me preface though. I said the not
Mm,
the match itself, is the story and the drama. I felt like that was to me the most exciting part of the night. Obviously, I the Roman shit. that's in the God tier category. Like we in the little parts. We in the
Right.
before. I do feel like that had some of the best just
It
drama
definitely
and
was.
like
It
okay like
definitely was
progression
drama
like oh
filled, and
shit like
it had a lot to grow. It left us. It left a
yeah
lot. It left a lot of
yeah
story. But as far as the match itself, I felt like Drew carried him. I just felt like Drew was carrying him a lot of the match. CM Punk just looked a step behind to me personally. To me, um,
mhm.
hopefully,
Yeah, one of these episodes, I'm gonna come on here dressed like Seth Rollins, man. I'm gonna find one of those outfits. Yo,
With the
yo,
shoes.
yo, yo. First of all, shout out to whoever's dressing Seth Rollins because they working that shit for his character perfectly. Every time that nigga come out in one of these outfits,
But down
oh, we
to a
got to
rough
blur that out. But every time he come out in one of these outfits, like, yeah, man, I'll be like, what is he wearing? what is, one
Yo,
of
the
these
rough shirt
episodes,
had me dead,
I'm gonna have a
man.
glitter robe on.
yo,
Ric
yo,
Flair style with the all black
a,
shades.
a glitter rope is
For
crazy.
real. I've had a glitter robe on. I mean,
With the little music in
when
the
WWE
background.
go to Netflix when they going back to the rated R stuff, and he turns into the Seth effing Rollins for real, I'm gonna wear one of them glitter. I'm gonna wear one of them glitter robes.
Yo, for
Oh man, but yeah, definitely want more. It's gonna be interesting to see what they pull out at for Raw tomorrow. What
100%.
those
real.
promos gonna be like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just think that yeah, like I said, I feel like the drama, the storytelling was cool, but um, to kind of chime back to what O said, like he did make a point about how CM Punk had to get carried, and I
Yeah,
felt like that too. I feel like that too because when I see these matches, and I know that's probably not the best line of thought to kind of take it, but like because I know, like they say, the story like Triple H says this all the time, the story never ends, right? They're always writing something like you got to write for 52 shows a year, one per week, or 104 shows. I'm sorry. Well, actually, there's more than that because NXT and SmackDown.
yeah,
You're writing for all these shows week to week, and it's 52 weeks out the year that it never ends. It just keeps going. So, like in doing that, I tend to think about okay, like they got this match, they got this storyline. What is the after? I know I shouldn't think about that, but like O said, like he has to get carried in the ring a lot now because he's a little bit older. I'm starting to think about like how does that work in reference to the long term?
Hmm.
Like, what do we do with CM Punk? Where do we take him? Where do we take him after this feud? Because it's like you see him and it's like you can't necessarily
Right.
insert him in the title picture,
yeah,
but at the same time it's like the fans kind of want that. Like it's such a hard like booking for him, I think
CM Punk gotta
specifically
get it
because
together.
he comes out, the crowd is different, when he comes out. Like the crowd is OD. Like this is he gets some of the best pops. But
yeah,
like O said, seeing the ring work, seeing like he's decent. It's just he's older now, and it's like, what do you do with that going forward? And I feel like it's gonna be hard to put a belt on him. And if they do, it's just for transition because I see him truthfully in the realm of like how they had Shinsuke Nakamura for that period of time, right? Like the Seth had the belt, and they started to really do some good shit with like Shinsuke Nakamura. He was running decent promos. They was letting him speak in Japanese, putting like the subtitle. Like he was finally like actually utilizing his character. Like,
Japanese.
and they
nah,
put
that's
on some
real.
decent matches. We knew he wasn't gonna win, obviously, but like to see a guy like him, we know he's a good wrestler. He's like he's a great great person, great everything. But we never seen Shinsuke taken to that heights. And since he's been in WWE, he was champion like one time, but even then you don't remember that, right? Like who really remembers a Shinsuke Nakamura? So I feel like that's kind of gonna happen to CM Punk a little bit. Obviously, he's better with the crowd and he's more over, but it's like I think it'll get to that point where they just like, all right, like he gonna hold the belt for 1 month. That's it. Like he just done.
Yeah, that's why to me, I think just moving forward, I know it's gonna be something around like with Seth, maybe another match with Drew. But for me, given where he is and everything that y'all saying is correct, that's why I think a part of this John Cena final chapter should involve CM Punk because
Mm.
one, the history is there, so you don't have to build. You really don't have much you have to build up, and it's two people that you know are on the older side, where the match is probably gonna be average to maybe slightly below average, but that promo run will be fire because both of those guys can talk to each other in a way that probably nobody else can talk to them. You know, they can talk to each other sitting on a pedestal of like, yeah, I'm A tier. And CM Punk, regardless of where he at, because of the pop and because of his draw, you gotta put CM Punk in A tier. Regardless of, whether the ring the same thing with John Cena, the ring work ain't the best right now. Obviously, he not peak John Cena no more. But at the same time, it's like those guys can promo a match. So it's gonna be interesting to see
Mm.
what they do with these guys moving forward. But I think CM Punk should definitely transition off to a feud with John Cena and let us live on that nostalgia for a little bit because that was one of the better storylines that we grew up
That's
on
true.
watching them
That's
two go
true.
at it.
Especially because I mean, Cena already said he's getting his final run in, so I could see that as a booking. I could definitely see them going that route. Because I just don't think that Punk is like good for any type of title feud right now. I
Yeah.
I think potentially you could see him in the Gunther feud, but like even then it's like I don't know. Gunther gonna have to carry him too.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't want to see that.
Hmm.
Gunther beat the hell out of CM Punk.
Got
Like
that
you
bloody
ain't
ass
getting in no
chest.
Gunther match right now and talking about you can't do this and you can't do that and we not going to do
For
this.
real.
Nah, that ain't no Gunther match. You know when you getting into that Gunther match, you gonna leave with a
For real.
bruise or two. Pause. But yeah,
That's funny.
you you gonna leave
Oh
with a
That's
man.
bruise or
funny.
two.
But that's the next match. So what do we, how do we
Wait, Jay. I think
what's
we
up?
skipping a match though, because it was a match I wanted to talk about. That Bailey and that Nia Jax.
Oh,
I
y'all wanna do the
wanted to
Bailey?
talk about.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna do Bailey. I'm
I
gonna do
wanted
Bailey.
to talk about that match because listen, I think I think another person getting into that realm of just all right. I'm gonna be around to carry folks is Bailey, and it sucks when you get to that point and you're like your favorite. Not saying Bailey was my favorite, but like when you get to that point in these wrestlers' careers where it's like all right, we're probably not going to give you too many more title runs. That's why I would have loved to see if Charlotte Flair returned last night. I
Mm,
don't know the cleared status. Maybe she's not cleared. But I knew Nia Jax was winning that match. I don't think anybody, if they were a betting man or woman, would have picked Bailey to retain there. And I think they got the perfect storyline set up with Tiffany Stratton with the Money in the Bank briefcase and Nia Jax as champion. And those two are really close. That's easy money. The WWE got a layup with that one. But
mhm,
with Bailey, it's just like she's getting into that category of like where where the other three horsewomen are, and Sasha doing her own thing over there. Obviously Becky at home taking some time off, and Charlotte's returning from injury. But it's like those four women are getting to a point where it's like, okay, what are we gonna do with y'all? And I think WWE used to have a big problem of like who's up next in terms of women wrestlers, but they don't
mhm.
have that problem anymore, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
So
In my
you
opinion, they got great stars. My bad, I didn't
so
mean to
you
ut you off.
no, you good. So you think Bailey's name is like officially solidified now? Like she doesn't need like putting that
Oh yeah,
title on her don't do
for
nothing.
sure, for
Mm,
sure.
okay. Okay.
Belly can stop right now. She going in the Hall of Fame. Not even a
Okay.
question. Not even a question. And that's not something I would ever want to take away from her. And because everybody gets to this point in their career, right? So it's not like a unique thing to Bailey, but Bailey is for sure. All four of them, all four of those horsewomen are for sure. If they all decided to stop wrestling right now, they're all Hall of Famers,
Mm.
bro. No doubt about it, man. You can argue now. We can debate the rankings, but
Right, like the
no, I
world
don't
first,
think it's
yeah.
debatable if they're Hall of Famers, bro.
Mm,
They ushered in this new generation, or was a part of ushering this new generation of women's wrestling. Between the four of them, they probably put on some of the best matches I've ever seen in women's wrestling. So yeah, they for sure Hall of Famers. But I think the question is, what do you do now with Bailey? Right? It's like there's
mhm,
really nothing there like that I can see. You're not gonna send her backwards with the Dakota Kai and that whole faction. You're not going there. I don't see her getting an immediate rematch, or if she does, she's gonna lose that match.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I don't see nothing from her. But I just did wanted to mention that because I feel like Bailey is getting to that point where it's like, damn, she was once where face of the company or face of the women's division. Now she's getting to the point where she's sort of like transitional. And I think the same thing of Becky Lynch. I think the only person who I can see going on another great significant run is probably Charlotte Flair. But I also think, Sasha Banks returning to WWE is going to be what it is, and I think that's inevitable.
Mm,
But I think the only one left to of those four left for a significant title run, I think is Charlotte Flair. If I was a betting person,
mm. So yeah. I could definitely see that. I mean, but like you said, it's just where they at and like how solidified they are. It's like, everything
yeah,
everything now for them is just like icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Like it's just you already you like how John Cena's title runs were. Like everything I would argue his last 5 wins to get him to 16 is like, this was just making you. This is icing on the character, right? Like now he up there with the likes of like the Ric Flairs and everybody, Randy Orton's and the Triple H's. It's like he's up there. But
not for
in
sure.
regards to Naya, definitely well deserved. I think she was definitely a workhorse for a minute, and like coming back off those injuries, ACL injuries and everything, all the shit that she got for boxing matches and like where she's at. I feel like
Whole
it's
lot
a
of women.
complete Nia Snaps.
A whole lot of women right there. You doing
Wow,
15
man.
push-ups before you even
Wow,
send her the
man.
text.
Wow. Man.
That's a
Yeah,
beautiful
I
woman right
think I
there.
think well deserved. I think well deserved. I would say I think you're her biggest fan, so you gotta tell me about that one.
Um, uh, that's all I got to say,
Yeah,
man.
I
She going straight to the
Let's
bloodline
see what we doing out here, man.
mean,
We see what the family doing. We see what the family doing, man. It's about damn time, man.
oh man.
About damn time. I'm happy. I'm happy that the WWE fans are starting to realize that Samoans get busy. Fatu strong.
Yeah.
Five too
Fatu.
strong. Come on,
Yo,
man.
yo,
Say the
yo,
word,
Now
Rich,
your
when
brother.
you watch
snacks.
this, just know we peeped that you joined the Xbox.
Facts, I seen him right now. Like I had to
Just
mute.
to let you know,
I
bro.
had to mute real quick.
Because I know he gonna be, you feel me? He gonna be tuned
Yeah,
in.
yeah. We gonna
Quick,
get Rich
quick
on here
shout
too
out to
one day. We're gonna
Rich,
get him on
For sure.
young Rich,
tape. That's a
big
that's
channel
a
view.
supreme WWE head. Yeah, that
You know
man
what I
will
mean?
that man will throw AEW in the dumpster
Chill,
if he could.
chill.
Man. But yeah, nah, for sure that she much deserved, and it's gonna be great to watch. Cause I'm a Tiffany Stratton fan
Hmm.
as well too. Like I enjoy Tiffany Stratton, so it's gonna be interesting to see that
Yeah, her
dynamic
work is
play out.
cool. Her work is cool. I like that element that you could kind of already see is unfolding because like obviously now you've been in the game for a little bit, and now you have Tiffany Stratton who's like
Hmm.
the young gun. Like we know how that's kind of gonna lead. Like you don't just sit there with the money in the bank briefcase and not everybody think about what you're about to do. Like I'm sure Naya
Yeah,
thinks that too, but like I know it's gonna unfold in the realm of like okay, Naya thinks he got it. Like he's free. Like Tiffany not gonna catch him. Like, we got time. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool when they finally like unroll that and we see them start to like
Nah,
feud.
yeah.
That's gonna be a
nah, yeah,
dope
you need to
match.
go ahead.
That's gonna be a really dope
Get
match.
your cousins. You got like 2 million girl cousins. Start your little female bloodline. Get it right. Get
The
it right,
female
man.
bloodline would
Talk
be
to Solo.
crazy,
Talk
yo.
to Roman.
I mean, she already got the theme
Talk to
song.
the OTC. Feel me?
Talk to the
Maybe you could do something.
OTC.
Get going. Because I think that's what we're
Hmm.
leading towards anyway. The OT. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we got one. Yeah, yeah. What we got next, Jay? What we talking about next? I think we got two more
Yeah,
matches.
we got two more. We got both world title
Gunther.
matches. Yeah,
Mm.
that.
We ain't talking about Gunther already. Like, all
We
right,
don't got
Gunther.
we don't even got to spend too much time on that because I think we know like I think we know where that's headed. I feel like the writing was on the wall with that one. Like Gunther
We are eager
champion.
for that bloodline.
Yeah, we about to get to but oh my god. All right.
Bloodline.
Yeah, so just I think just to solidify that match, I mean, I think the Judgment Day storyline is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It definitely gave that spark back to that faction because I felt like it was just in a weird spot, obviously with the rear injury and then figure out what to do with Carlito and Holem. Gunther being champion, I, it's cool. I just I just don't know really like I said, he's in that same run of Braun Breaker. I just don't know how you continue to book that though, because he like his character is already like here, right? Like
Until
he's
they
so
ready to talk
strong. Like
about
he's the
bloodline, I'm gonna
type of
just keep
guy
my
that
hand like this.
right. Like he's the guy that's like he's gonna hold the title for 3, 4, 500, 600 days, right? So it's like, how do you even how do you not make the world heavyweight title stale now with him as champion? Because the Damian Priest thing, like that was cool. That was a cool run. I liked how it went down. But he's obviously got that Judgment Day story. That's gonna be really cool to watch unfold too. But like how just I guess just to make that the one point that we have on this match, how do y'all book Gunther?
To me, if I'm being completely honest with you, bro, I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite right now, but I do not give a damn, bro. Gunther to me is just that good, bro. Like if we're talking pound for pound rankings right now, like Gunther is probably outside of obviously tribal chief stuff. Gunther to me is like by far my favorite wrestler right now. By far, is not even close. Like Gunther puts on some of the best matches in WWE. Period. I don't think it's no asterisk to put next to it. I think he's figuring it out. I like some of the angles he was trying to take in this promo where he was trying to trash on Damian Priest and everything. So I
Mm-hmm.
felt like there's work to do there. But to me, same thing I said about Drew McIntyre. Gunther's a superstar in my eyes, bro. And I think if you're telling me all right, cool. Just pay for somebody you want to see wrestle. No promo, no nothing. Just go out there, have a match. Gunther's at that top of the list for me. Like, bro, that guy could just put on a match
Mm-hmm.
and make it great and all of that stuff. So I think booking Gunther, to me, I don't really have a clear vision. Obviously, like I told y'all, my dream match right now is Brock Lesnar versus Gunther because I think that match will tear the roof off. But I think it gives because like optically you want Brock Lesnar and Gunther in there with somebody that you go, yeah, that looked like that could be a great match. Like you don't want it to look like like you'll just beat that guy up 20 out of 20
Right,
times.
right.
I think that match has the writing on the walls. I know there's all those legal issues that they're dealing with Brock Lesnar and stuff. Hope all of that stuff get cleared because boy, that match will steal WrestleMania. I think that will be the match of WrestleMania, and I'll leave it at that because we'll ultimately have some more Gunther breakdown. But I'll pass it back to you,
100%.
Jay, to get to the
100%.
topic of the
Oh
hour.
my God.
To, to,
Topic
to,
of the hour.
because I know Oda ain't trying to talk about that Gunther match. So pass it back to you, Jay, for the
Oh, not
topic
even
of the
worried
hour.
about Warhammer. Which
He don't care about that right now. Let's go. Let's get to it.
It's Roman. The last match, Roman versus everybody, man. That's what it
Let's
really
get
is. Like we're
to
not
it.
even thinking about Cody at this point. Um, yeah, man, Roman is back. That was dope. That was dope to see.
Yes,
That was really
sir.
dope to see.
Wait. Get the topic though, so it could be like the introduce the topic, so it
Oh
could be like the
man.
headline, so we could transition into it.
All right. Damn,
Yes,
damn.
sir.
What do y'all? What do you? What? I mean, I know O's ecstatic, but what do y'all? What do y'all feel? What do y'all feel about the return? What do y'all? Do y'all think? Do y'all think the Jacob Fatu injury was a work?
100% of work.
Before we get to anything else, y'all think it
100%
was
of
a
work.
work? Like, because they don't want to like
Yep,
have them
100%.
clash yet. I feel like it was that too, because because him getting injured right there would look mad weird.
100% of work.
I was like, it seemed like something he's done 100 times. So it's like, how is that the one
I
time that you just get
mean,
taken out? I'm like, nah, there's no
I
way.
ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll put you on that, but oh, the floor is yours, bro. The floor is yours. Like, I think that's what it should have been at the
listen,
start of this topic. Go, the floor is yours, bro. Whatever your thoughts on Cody
Okay.
versus Cody versus Solo Sikoa and the return of the OTC.
listen, man.
Go ahead, bro. Take the floor. The
First
floor
of
is yours.
all, shout out to
Stupid,
Solo
stupid theme
Sokoa,
music.
man. Can we shout out? Can we get a round of applause for Solo because he really put on, and not too many people really want to talk about how great of a match Solo put on. We skipped past Solo a lot in the bloodline situation, and my son Solo showed why he the new tribal chief. But the big dog came back, the
NTC?
original,
NTC?
the OTC. Come on, man. That mean
OTC.
over the counter in our line of business, but out here, original tribal chief. You see the shirt?
Over the OTC. You see the boat?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm dope. Yo, wow, wow, wow.
Bro, speechless right
Yo,
now. That's all I need to
fucking
say.
amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. That's all I can say is amazing. From beginning to end. That was like
Yeah.
I couldn't have written it better myself. I was I was trying to play it smooth, like man, they just gonna let Jimmy Uso come out. I tried to play it smooth because I ain't want to be too hyped. But when the music played, y'all know the vibes, man. Oh my god, bro.
Son just walked out. He didn't even walk out slow either. He was like, no, I'm getting straight to it, bro. I'm coming in and wilding.
Yo,
Yo, speaking of, SummerSlam be having those long ass walkways where
Oh, for
people
real.
gotta walk
For
for
real.
like 45 seconds. You be like, at
We've
a
seen
certain
we've
point,
seen
Roman
Kevin
Reigns just started
Owens.
running.
facts,
Yeah.
We've seen Kevin Owens
facts.
with his hobble.
I don't know how I feel about Randy Orton and
My
Kevin Owens
man
coming back
wasted
so
all his
fast.
energy
Also,
right there.
kind of
Mm,
made the like
mm,
the quote unquote ass whipping not seem as devastating to me.
mm.
You know what's interesting about that? I think it's kind of like the same with where Jimmy came out during that WrestleMania match against when it
Mm-hmm.
was Cody versus Roman, and then Jay came out. I think it was just kind of to wipe the Tonga brothers out. Like I think you had to
Right.
offset them in some way, and I think that's why they immediately went to leaving the arena so
Yeah.
that you have those two out, and then you have the two people that we know is gonna come back to help Cody, and we had the two
Mm-hmm.
of the people that we know was gonna help Solo. So now you just got Jacob 5-2, and now it's like, oh, who's the one that's gonna help for Jacob? Is it gonna be Jimmy? Is it gonna be OTC? But we got that answer pretty quickly, man. And boy, when that
Yo,
music hit, yo, I jumped off the bed like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I
What?
was in the room waiting for Bud Crawford too. I was waiting for the Bud Crawford fight,
don't
but I don't
don't
care
get me
about
started
that.
on the
The
Bud
tribal
Crawford fight.
chief, the tribal chief is
Oh my
back,
God.
bro. Like, and yeah, I just think the timing was perfect. I think that's probably gonna go down, like O said, as one of the greatest returns. The pop was massive
Number
as
one.
expected,
Mhm.
and I think Roman. I think again, just superstar, like to the A+ tier, and I say that in this situation
Infinite
because
aura.
for real, the aura, infinite aura, 100%, bro. Because to come in the ring to Superman punch, spear Solo, look at Cody, not really give us what he was really
Mm-hmm.
feeling about Cody, and just leave the ring And then he looked like when Cody won the match, he looked and you could see him just kind of like look, nod his head. But then he also put his head down, kind of like he was torn about the decision he had to make, right?
Mm,
Because he was like standing there like, okay. And that's the only thing I didn't want from that match. But hindsight is always
right.
2020. But I didn't want him to help Cody. I just thought that would look trash. But I don't think in Roman Reigns' mind or in the storyline that was to help Cody. I don't think that had anything to do with Cody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
100%.
that was just all personal. You took out Jimmy and you took out my wise man. And then
Hmm.
now you're going around thinking you me and you calling me out in all of these promos.
Yeah,
Oh no, you gotta see me for
yeah,
something. And I'm happy that they didn't waste that return on a random episode of SmackDown or something like that. And that was one of my concerns. So I'm happy to see Roman back. Jay,
yeah.
what you feel about
That
Roman coming back?
I know I love that, but like you said, like it's good that it didn't happen on like a random episode because like something like that, like if you're gonna give a person like CM Punk that type of pop, right? Pop up at the end of a pay-per-view, like just comes back after being out for some odd years, just shitting on WWE, shitting on everybody, doing the AEW stunt. Like someone like Roman, who we've seen over the years, is like always been trying to kind of find his way. He finally solidifies his character and where he's at. Like he said, he in God mode. Like it
Yeah.
can't be anything other than SummerSlam. Like it can't be anything other than the main event, the last match. And I think I truthfully think they did it perfectly. Like oh said, shout out Solo because he did a great job of you know we've seen Roman out for this long. And, that was everybody's big question. How do you continue this bloodline storyline after Roman loses the title after it's gone? And I feel like that's really the best route that they could have taken, right? Solo is at the helm now. He's taking over. The twins is gone. He bringing in all his other men, like the Tonga brothers. He bringing the Jacob Fatu, and then having them go from somebody that was barely talking, was just the enforcer standing in the back, like arms folded, to now being on the mic, being the head guy, as Rich said, shook Solo, like,
Shig Solo.
like having him really be on the mic and do a damn good job at it, right? Like I'm the new tribal chief, Saint Roman time now. This my time. They won the tag titles. It's not the Tiger Brothers holding the title. It's my shit now. Like I'm here, right? Like we see that. I think it was really cool, just character work that they done, and I think that's what made the moment feel so much better, right? Because if we didn't have any of that, and it's just Roman coming back, like I'm here, it wouldn't have felt as much drama as we would have thought, right? But now that we know, like, Solo's really like playing with this dude. He running promos on him. He got what was it the Samoan necklace that he rocking?
Yeah.
Got his joint. He took
The
Paul
Uno
Heyman. Like he
follow.
taking everybody out. And he like, right, right. Thank you, yo. Like this
I
my
mean,
shit, right? Like this.
real tribal chief. The Uno follow.
That's a real bloodline member.
Not the Uno follow.
But yeah, like seeing all that character work and the culmination of all of that, it's like, damn, like that was cool. And then even after the match, when Solo gets pinned and everything, we see him outside by the announcers table trying to help Jacob up. He's screaming, he going crazy because he know like what time it is. He's like, damn, like this motherfucker really came back. Like I'm assed out. He's like, fuck, I gotta figure something out. But I
Yeah.
like where it's about to go. I think like I don't want to speculate on it too much. Like and I guess that's one of the topics we could kind of start to end off on is like what we think is gonna happen next. But it's cool that it's like it's gone the way it's gone. Like this we kind of complained for a while, and I said that before about like the bloodline storyline and starting to feel stale and on what they gonna do with this guy. They got these guys over here. What they gonna do with the Usos now? What about Sammy? But I feel like they always
Yeah.
find a way to kind of get us back into it. Like okay, like this is dope. Like I'm waiting now. Like I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take this opportunity just to say something that I've been telling y'all in private for so long. Cody Rhodes is mid, dog. Like at a certain point, we're just gonna have to
The
grow,
Cody.
grow, to accept that. Yo, listen, this is not about Cody the father, the human, the person.
This is Dwayne
I'm
Silver
just
right now.
talking strictly Cody the character. Bruh is mid, bro. Everything that's been associated to Cody Rhodes that we care about has been bigger than Cody Rhodes. Everything. Everything that we cared about since Cody returned has been bigger than Cody, bro. That the character is mid. I know y'all keep telling me about the heel turn that need to happen. Cool, that need to happen. Bruh is mid, man. I'm tired of watching Cody Rhodes be placed in some of my favorite moments, and he had nothing to do with any of it. Nothing. Nothing to do. Yeah,
That is true though.
we started talking about this match and we didn't say anything about Cody Rhodes yet. Nothing. We didn't say one thing, and he's the champion, bro. We we didn't we didn't talk about the entrance, the moves, the win, because the entrance was fire.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
yeah,
entrance.
that just was
But
good.
and his little dog, Arn Anderson in the back, all that was cool. Cody Rhodes, that character gotta go, bro. And like I'm tired of seeing that, bro. Like that character is so ass,
And it's
bro.
crazy
And
because I even went, not to cut you off, but I even went as
there you
far to
go.
say like Solo might actually end up winning this match, right? Because I'm like, it
Yeah,
kind of makes
but
sense.
I ain't never think that. And I told you that I knew Solo wasn't winning this match, but that character is ass, bro. Like
Yeah.
he got the what was that? The Obama stimulus package. That's what they was calling it when we got that $1,200 or whatever that was. That's what Cody Rhodes got, bro. Like he is so mid. If he not next to Seth Rollins, if he's not next to Roman Reigns, we have yet to care about anything that he's done, bro. And I think WWE is getting to the point where they got to figure that out, bro. You got to figure that out. You had this man dethrone Roman Reigns, which is cool. I still don't agree with the decision. I think Roman should still be champ unless he needed the time off for his personal medical reasons or whatever that was. So I don't want to speculate against that, but just assuming all healthy, everyone is all healthy. I think Roman should have still been champ. I think Roman should still be champ because we talked about the bloodline story getting stale. Cody Rhodes has been stale since he's been a champion, bro. It's been stale.
Mm.
Nobody cares about it. We started caring about it more when Solo got attached to it. And the only reason we started to care because we knew eventually Roman was going to be back attached to it. So it's like, damn, at what point do Roman shouldn't have to keep spearheading whatever Cody got going on? And that's what it's starting to look like. I don't know if
Mm.
WWE is doing that intentionally, but it looked like we don't care about Cody unless Roman is involved. And that's not how I feel you should place a WWE champion, especially when they dethrone an iconic run. Like, because when you just winning a match like Gunther beating Damian Priest, it's not like Gunther stopped an iconic run. It's like, all right, cool, he won it. Cody stopped an iconic run, bro, and
Yeah,
he's been
yeah,
mid ever
yeah.
since. We have not. What's your favorite Cody Rhodes match since he won the championship belt?
Shit, the one yesterday,
Come at
since I
him.
remember it.
Exactly. That's my point. That is exactly my point, bro.
This Cody
I'm
versus
sorry. I
AJ3 for
appreciate y'all
4 months.
letting me go on my tangent, but Cody Rhodes is mid, bro. The entrance is fire. Shout out to him. You know all of that. Whoa! Like I scream that
See,
part too when it come on, but like I'm
see,
just not big on the character,
but I
bro.
think you bringing that up too, it just kind of brings me back to what I've been thinking about this whole time as well. It's like, like I said, Triple H keeps saying the story never ends, right? Like, and
That
it
shit
just
me too.
becomes it becomes this mission of like, how do you continue to book these people, knowing like the level of star power they got? Because I'm sure like, Cody Rhodes kind of has the John Cena type aura, right? Everybody just loves to love him, right? Like he got the merch, or the kids want to rock the belt, or the kids want to rock the little coat. Like he's just so over with that younger generation. We can see right through it because, obviously we older. But the kids,
The
that's
nigga
like,
signed 8 autographs before he got to the ring, bro. He
yeah,
signed 8
exactly.
autographs before he made it to the ring, bro. I don't care about him walking little Lucy or whatever that dog name is. I
Shout
don't
out.
care, bro. Shout out to Arn Anderson, legend. We rock with Arn Anderson. We know he a legend. We ain't gonna ever disrespect Arn Anderson as a wrestling head. But come on, I didn't care to see that.
Yeah,
I don't care about
yeah.
none of that. I
It's like,
don't
how do you
care, bro.
how do
His
you
first question in the
continue?
post and the post match was about Roman Reigns, bro. Everything is about Roman Reigns in his world. And I know for him, that got to get tiring too. I know
Yeah,
he'll never say it because
yeah,
he's going to be the company guy. But that got to get tiring too,
He's
bro.
gonna be the
Everything
face
that I'm
line, yeah.
doing, my best work since I've been back to WWE is attached to Roman Reigns. Even when Roman Reigns is out for 4 or 5 months, it's still attached to Roman Reigns, man. And Seth Rollins too, right? Everything has been attached to Seth or Roman. I know they kind of had that little moment where it was like CM Punk and Cody in the ring when they was leading up to Royal Rumble and stuff. But bro, I'm so sick of that character, bro. I am oh god,
Don't
oh.
know what it is. We done with the Cody.
That's the only reason that I would have hoped he lost last night, just so that I ain't got to see that anymore. Like I knew he wasn't gonna lose, but bro, that character is so dirt, bro.
Mid.
Um,
Jesus, man.
when
I need that
when
MJF
when
audio
you
cue.
compare the two, like if it wasn't for Roman Reigns, I feel like Cody would have lost his belt before damn, I lost his name, Damian Priest. I feel like Cody should have lost his belt before Damian
Damien.
Priest based on the title runs. I felt like Damian Priest's title run was a little bit more epic, even though granted it's over now, and it may seem like I'm talking in hindsight just because his title run ended, but I felt like Damian Priest fought a lot more people, and his character growth while having the belt and growth as a fighter specifically was way more like substantial than Cody Rhodes. I was trying to think of a better word than
Yep.
substantial, y'all. But we gonna go with substantial.
Gotta hit the Stephen A. Thesaurus up. But nah, I'm with you. 100% on that, bro. Like, it's just weird because I don't want to come across as like someone that just hate. I don't know the person that is Cody Rhodes, but the character, bro, it's just tiring, bro. And I understand why you got to keep having him retain because, like I said, you can't have him in Roman Reigns' run. And I keep saying that you can't have him in Roman Reigns' run and then drop the belt in 4 or 5 months because then
Yeah.
it makes it look kind of wacky. I still do believe that Cody's gonna have that belt at least to WrestleMania. Through WrestleMania, I don't know. I'm depending on what the story's looking like, but I think he's gonna have that belt to WrestleMania, especially since he ain't lose it yesterday. I don't see him losing that belt at Survivor
Royal
Series or
Rumble.
Royal Rumble or
Yeah.
something like. I don't see that,
Yeah.
especially because there's no more men's money in the briefcase to worry about. So I
But
don't
Mm.
who
see
do y'all
him.
think he
I don't
fight
see
at
him losing
Yeah.
that
WrestleMania
belt.
for the belt? If he keeps it, oh yeah,
Randy.
Randy or John Cena and Randy Orton in a random match triple
So
threat
you
match.
so for so for WrestleMania, y'all would just completely take him out of the bloodline thing?
Yeah, because
Hell yeah.
Like
the
I think he
bloodline
needs to
gonna
be out
lead
of
to
that
The
now.
Rock and
My bad.
Roman eventually around WrestleMania. So all of this is just building up for The Rock to come back and say, "You disrespecting Solo? I'm the tribal chief." This is all leading
I
up to.
guess because the way I look at it now, right? Like I'm assuming that they're leading towards like a OTC versus NTC, right? Like a two bloodline factions apiece, Roman faction, Solo faction, and they just clash, right? That could
That's
be
going
like
to
a
be at
War
War
Games
Games
match, maybe. I don't
100%.
know,
Yeah.
And The Rock
but
is going to come
do
out
y'all
at the
think
end of
that
that
goes
War
to
Games
WrestleMania
match or
instead?
some facet. The Rock is going to show up.
Yeah.
Like from now until I guess whenever the next WrestleMania is, y'all wouldn't want to make that storyline drag out to then and then have that match at WrestleMania
With Cody, you
with
asking?
the two bloodlines.
Oh yeah, drag that all the way out. Pause to
No, no,
WrestleMania,
no,
but
no.
I don't.
No, I'm saying
You don't
like
think
I
so?
don't want to see both bloodlines fight each other at WrestleMania. No.
Oh no. I think Jay was just basically saying
Are
like
you
the
saying the
storyline
storyline
itself.
itself?
Like he wanted so yeah. So
Either
like
or,
including the
honestly.
Rock in that. Yeah, including oh I thought that's what you're saying. So for me, including the Rock in that, like assuming that when we say bloodline storyline, that includes the Rock and everything that involves those
if we
particular
talking like if
characters.
we talking like the storyline as far as the bloodline in general, I feel like that had the bloodline storyline has so many layers due to the fact that they're a large family that it can continue for years and years and years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It could always be something new and added on because there's so many different people in the family, and they haven't even scratched the surface of all of the family members. They haven't even included none of the females. They haven't really included the older wrestlers that could come back for real, like Rakishi. There's a lot of
Yeah.
wrestlers that could still come back and legends that could still come back. That's a part of the family. Um, and then you also got cousins that Roman Reigns, like the dude Lance and Hawaii had an appearance before he got beat up while Roman was on this run. So he could always come
Yeah.
back, and you know, it's so much that they could do that it's ridiculous. And then you look at the kids that Roman got, the kids that Jay got, the kids that it's just that storyline could last as long as they want it.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
this gonna be for
yeah.
years to come. I just hope after this Friday's promo, Cody Rhodes is away from it,
I
bro.
think it's the
That's
best
that's
for
just
Cody
all
to
I
get
hope.
away from that
Cause
storyline because he needs to find a storyline that solidifies him outside of Roman Reigns and his family.
and that Randy one is
Yep.
right there waiting for him. I think that's the only one that make. I think that's the only one
I
that
think
will be invested
I
enough.
don't know who I don't know
All
who
because of the
turns
history.
heel. I think stays face in that storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know if they both go heel and one of them is a face heel. I don't know how we really get that storyline to really pop the way it's supposed to because it's got to pop. But also we got to just keep in mind John Cena. Always keep in mind John Cena has to say so on everything for 2025.
Yeah, I think Randy got to be the heel
Do you
turn
think Randy? I
in
think
that one.
him and Randy may fight at Royal Rumble, and Randy takes it at Royal Rumble.
That's interesting. So who
John
you give
Cena.
the Rumble to then at that point? I just don't want to see that, bro. I understand why. I understand why.
But
I
like,
just don't
John
want to
are you
Cena
see
thinking?
versus
that,
Are
Randy
you
bro.
Orton
thinking
one
like a
last time.
John
But
Cena?
the reason,
So that'd
but
be the retirement match
no,
when they
it'd
go
be the
towards the belt.
beginning
Is that
of
what
the
you thinking?
retirement because he running throughout the whole 2025, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Okay,
his run
okay.
starts
yeah,
Into
2025. You know what
2026.
I'm saying? He's gonna last. So it's gonna end
Got
in
yeah.
you. Got
2026
you.
WrestleMania. I think he'll be officially done, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think 2026 WrestleMania is
Mm,
when he's gonna be
mm,
like, all right, I'm done. That was it. But but
yeah.
the Randy Orton already hinted that he wanted to face John Cena for the belt one last time. He said that before he came back, and he said it once he came back. So I know they're gonna give Randy Orton what he wants. He's always been he's always got what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Company guy. Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton been the ultimate company
Yep.
man
So
behind
they
Triple
have
H.
to
So
find a way to
gotta.
no matter what Roman Reigns got going on, no matter what Seth Rollins, no matter even what Gunther got going on, their belt gonna get taken by one of them, and they're gonna have to they gonna get their one off match.
Oh, take that
Yeah,
Cody belt, please. Please, take that Cody belt. I want to see Cody go back to Stardust. I don't, I don't, I don't want to see Cody in any more WrestleMania matches that matter. I don't. Unless he heel turn, bro, I don't want to see him. Put him to
Oh my
Stardust, bring
god.
Goldust back, make them go against the Usos again. Something. I don't want to make them go against the Tonga brothers.
Oh my god.
I don't want to see them. But yeah, that's all I got on. That's all I got on that match. Tribal
Yeah.
Chief returns is
All right,
how it
well,
should be.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we pretty much recapped everything. I guess that's pretty much the episode. So I guess we just reconvene when we get some more riveting drama. Definitely gonna be looking forward to Raw and SmackDown this week. I don't know about other weeks,
Yeah,
but I feel like these next episodes are gonna be pretty interesting to see. I feel like hopefully they
gonna
do
be
everything
fun.
right and we get to see like these cool ass storylines unfold. Hopefully Roman appears on SmackDown. We need that. Oh
Hundred
needs
percent.
that.
Oh, need the. I need the, but I need the wise man to come back too, man. I miss the wise
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Paul
I
Heyman
need,
definitely
I
gotta.
need, I need
Yeah,
the full
yo,
look.
it's
I need that
crazy.
music to
It's
hit.
crazy. He
Cause
might
I
get the
think if he
pop too.
return with Paul Heyman, oh, that pop gonna be
nah, it's a
even
Mhm.
fact.
crazier.
You can't announce it too. He just gotta come out. No
Yeah.
music. You just gotta
Oh
hear
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
voice. You just gotta
It's a
hear his
fact.
Can't
voice.
announce that. Can't
Yeah,
announce
the
that. But
crowd
yeah,
gonna go ballistic, man. That's gonna be so much
definitely.
fun.
Definitely
Definitely
looking
so much
forward to
fun.
it though. Looking forward to the next episode. I think the next episode gonna be exciting. I
Mhm.
think we'll have some more predictions. We'll have some
Basketball.
great topics, and I think we can finally, yeah, I think we can finally bring in some great basketball
Looking really
topics.
good.
That's gonna happen. Some
Mhm.
great things happen in the league, Olympics. So I think we set up for good.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah. First episode done. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Like we said, we just here to talk. We here to have fun. We here to give our hot
And get rid of
takes.
Cody Rhodes. And get rid of Cody Rhodes. That's what we're here to do. Cody, eventually we know you're gonna hear our podcast because we projecting
Alright.
great things from now. This is not personal, Cody.
Not
It's
personal.
character. It's not personal, it's character.
It's character work. You need to be out.
I'm gonna get a
Let's
shirt that
out.
say that. It's not personal, it's character. All right, until next
All
time.
right. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next episode. All right. All right.
How do you know it's still showing on mine? The, the clock's still moving on mine. Yo, the clock's still moving on mine. How I stop that? My son rich in the party being patient. Oh, hungry. All right, but fucking starving.